On this platform live. Yes, this is a man, a renowned political analyst and a well-experienced media consultant. He's trying to give us a proper view on the situation in the country where there's insecurity, and people are saying that the only way forward is to disintegrate Nigeria, and that Donald Trump should actually go ahead and make sure that Nigeria go their separate ways to avoid total collapse into Islam. What's your review on that? Tell us your name, Will.
I'm Dr. Rev Kais. I represent Center for the Defense of Human Rights and Democracy in Africa. I'm looking at the issue of insecurity in Nigeria. In a country like Nigeria, you cannot, hardly before you can see someone out of 100, you can hardly see 20. That is very good in saying the truth. A country where you don't have truth, insecurity, we're going to take the center stage. Peace will never come. Where there's insecurity, we will never have peace. So that is why Trump coming into the system to come and ensure that security here in Nigeria, I don't think he will succeed, because they are going to blindfold him with lies. And the type of people we are having as leaders in Nigeria today, they belong to the set of line-telling people. They tell lies and they have lies mechanism to deceive their followers. So in such thing, I don't think Trump will succeed, because certainly they will not give him the blueprint on how his people from America will operate. So I better advise Trump not to, involve much with what they have done so far, bombarding the Sokoto, the Boko Haram axis in Sokoto. I believe that is sufficient enough, because they have weakened the terrain of the Islamic ISIS people. But they should allow the Nigerian security men to manage the insecurities themselves. Because we want a situation whereby American officers and men, uniformed men, will go ahead and will kill some of their military officers, which Trump, United States, will not be happy. They will say, you see, they killed United States of America military men. That shows that they're not powerful. Whereas they misled them. Where there is A, they will tell them there is the B. You can see what is happening now in Ilori upon the bombardment. Look at the Royal Highness was kidnapped with his son and other people in Kwara State. Till now, the ransom has not been paid. You look at Kebbi State, a deputy speaker was kidnapped. The ransom has not been paid. So, after the bombardment, a lot of kidnapping is not even worse. Look at in Niger State, where a whole street were taken over by Boko Haram. But the leadership in Nigeria have pretentious mind. They will pretend as if nothing is going wrong in the country. Whereas the Nigeria is sinking. It's sinking. Poverty is there. Insecurity is there. Peaceless night. Peaceless day. Peaceless afternoon. People are not doing their own things the way they want, because the people we have at the end of our affairs are not trustworthy. So I better advise the international community generally to allow Nigeria.
If you are saying that Nigeria has never been able to handle the situation for over 4 decades now, that is very correct. And you are also saying that Trump's presence in Nigeria can be compromised, or that Trump can be compromised. Do you see Trump as someone who can actually compromise?
No.
Okay, you don't believe there's anything like Christian genocide in Nigeria?
No. If you look at, people are having diversified mind over it. Some people said nothing like genocide in Nigeria. Some people are saying there's genocide in Nigeria. Even Benue State Governor came out recently to say that nothing like genocide in Nigeria. So what do you believe? That is to tell you that no truth. No truth. That is why you see this insecurity is going to increase day by day. This like telling people it's already a government and they want not allow the truth to come out. If you want to say the truth, either they assassinate that person directly or they will assassinate the character of that person through their own ways. Because when someone's character is assassinated, certainly that person automatically become a criminal. The police will now come and start questioning the person. So, like tell this situation we have now with the leaders, I don't think in the next 20 years, no solution. It's only God.
You mean that American intelligence cannot act as a superior weapon to Nigeria manipulation tendencies when it comes to insecurity? Is that what you're saying?
Not that America don't have sophisticated weapon intelligence and so on to manage the Nigerian security itself. But what we are talking about, in a place where there's no truth telling people, they will never give you the right place to operate. You get it? So for example now, Gumi is doing his own. A lot of different stories. One, poverty is one of those things. Because they believe when they mislead people, they tell lies. That is where they will get their daily bread. And the government need to be held responsible for all these activities. Because sometimes I look at it and say, why is it that people always tell lies? It was recently I discovered that because of the poverty, they have to earn their daily bread. And through lies telling, fabricating facts here and there, through that they can get fat money. America may come now. They can even tell America, say, America, I know so person.
Yes, I want to cut you short. You are talking about Center for Democracy, another where you are coming from. Nigerians are dying on daily basis. People are being killed on daily basis. The government seems to be nothing, and there is ongoing perceived Islamization agenda, which they are no longer hiding it. At this point, do you think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was actually right? And what is your view on the sentencing to Sokoto prison by James Omotosho?
You see, sometimes I look at Nigeria and Nigeria itself. Nigeria have been Islamized for a long time. In 2023, Muslim to Muslim ticket. That was the day. The day they were sworn in, Muslim to Muslim ticket. That was the day Nigeria was Islamized. So people sometimes they're going to talk different ways. No, the day the Muslim to Muslim ticket was sworn in 2023, that was the day Nigeria was Islamized. And a country where Islamic are taking the center stage, the Christians don't have voice. They no longer have voice. It's only some people from the Christianity, they want to make money as a result of money making side to get their daily bread. They can go and meet the Muslim folk, say don't worry, we are going to help you so way. We will give you the way out to assassinate the so person, to do the so person. So it's the poverty. So the country Nigeria are Islamized since 2023. But the Christians know this. But they just want to manage the situation and wait for God for divine intervention. So looking at the Mazi Kanu sentence and so on, you see that guy is a victim of circumstances. It's a victim of circumstances in the sense that a lot of his tribe men, the Igbos people, they betrayed him. Because when in a situation where people you are supposed to back you up, to support you in the move you make, now betray you and sold you out to those people that are after your life, how do you intend to escape? You can never escape, because those people believe that immediately they release, pointing of fingers to be pointed at them, say so person, betray, so person betray. I know how. Being in the Kanu that never take this for granted, he will suddenly revenge. He will suddenly challenge them. If not even revenge, we challenge them. Challenging them will lead to chaos. That is why you see some of those betrayers, the kinsmen, they don't want him to be out from there. They want him dead. So that after death, nothing about Nnamdi Kanu again. Before they will go after those that are supporting, he says it. But I pray for him to come out throughout the gimmick President Tinubu may play any moment from now. You have to release some people from prison to gain more support and more sympathy for him to be elected for 2027 presidential election. But by so doing, I don't think that will be enough for people, for him to gain support for the Nigerian people. Because the Nigerian people are wiser now than 2023. Because looking at the killing, looking at the poverty, looking at the oppressive mannerism, that is madness on their side, on the people, less fancy people. I don't think it will be easy for him to succeed. If he decided to start releasing people from prison, giving pardon, presidential pardon, I don't think that will be sufficient. Though he have started it anyway, but there were some flaws. Because there are some people that are supposed to have presidential pardon. He did not give it to them. He made it on selective pardon. How do you look at that? There is another, what they have, what they refer to as political motivated pardon. You get me? So I pity Nigerians, I pity the country, I pity those that are doing business in Nigeria, I pity those that are schooling here in Nigeria, people that are working
now,
here in Nigeria.
Do you believe at any point that Nigeria will break up?
Come again.
Do you believe at any point that forces bigger than Nigeria can break Nigeria up to save this killing? Because the Muslims are not backing down.
Yes. You see, we are always having different groups calling for their own country. If you look at Igbo, he did the same thing. They want to have their Ododowa country, which Nnamdi Kanu said they want to have the Biafra country, while the Arewa group, they want to have their own country. Certainly a time will come when this country may have more than 4 countries out from Nigeria. If the Biafra has succeeded, the time when people muted the idea of Biafra country, this same Nigeria would have remained like this. Nigeria is going to Dubai now to go and buy product, go and buy goods. They would have been going to East, the Republic of Biafra, to buy goods. That is why sometimes they betray Ojukwu himself. That was why Ojukwu did not succeed. I was opportune to ask him some questions when he was alive with Effiong. I asked Ojukwu, I said, sir, we met in the fora. Gowon was there. A lot of prominent people, Babangida was also there. So I decided to single out Ojukwu. I said, sir, Effiong said you ran away to Ivory Coast. That was why he surrendered. He said, no, he never ran away. That he went for ammunitions. That he was surprised to see the way Amana Effiong surrendered. So I said, well, it's all history. It's all history. But one of these days, division will come here in Nigeria. No matter how they may go about it, the oppression they will go about, certainly division will come to them because they cannot just hold their hands. You pretend that Nigeria is one, but there are some areas, some sections that are suffering in silence. They wouldn't want to talk because the people at the end of affair controls the killers, control the area boys, control the every of the aspect of terrorism. You see, you should have terrorism. They are using the terrorizing the less fancy people.
Just in 1 minute, Obi, Atiku, Tinubu, where does your mind go 2027? Just in 1 minute.
So, looking at Obi critically well, I believe Obi stand in a better position, and I will choose it ahead of other people. Because if you look at Atiku, he have lost his common dignity. And having lost his common dignity, he's supposed to just sit back and watch others support whosoever that will favor him, instead of playing around giving bad luck to other people. So shall it be.
Thank you.